Welcome to WHUS Radio. This is 91.7 FM.
Hello. Well, first off, thank you guys for having us. I didn't really get to say thanks to everyone, but thanks to everyone here for setting this up and stuff. We're Walter Mitty and His Makeshift Orchestra, and got a couple songs here. Maybe a new one? Do you guys want to play a new song?
I think we should.
Okay, we'll start with a tried and true, though. We're out here celebrating 10 years of an album called Well Soon, and this is a kind of a dark horse off that album. It's called Caterpillars. Count us awfully. 1, 2, 3, 4. Caterpillars in the cracks of my head, step up functioning fine. I'm still unsure if you're dead, still tell you jokes like they're mine. Here in the void we're scraping meaning from my meta beliefs like band-aids off the post-ironic blues. We battle with a funeral proof that I still can't cry. The closer I get, it's little puddles in my eyes, and the eerie eulogy was the very best part. It went, oh well, whatever. So I started a cult to validate faith. I had my own prayers down to my own set of saints. It keeps your feet in the curl. At the very least, grace makes you stay in this world much more comfortable. Hear me now, say, Dana, you've a lot of explaining to do. Without dreams right in front of your face, it seems you feel a lot more real than I do. Chill. Well, I guess we should take a minute and introduce the band here. I'm kind of sick of hearing myself talk about the band every night, so maybe I introduce someone and then you have to like popcorn and introduce someone else. So I'll start with the lowest hanging fruit, the easiest guy to introduce, the sweetest member of the band, the genie of the band, and also my best friend since kindergarten. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Schobert, aka Sour Guy. Ow, ow.
Hello. It is I. All right, I'm going to popcorn to Benny Ward on lead guitar. Well, when we play live, he's on lead guitar. But right now, he is patting that tambourine like champ.
Gosh darn right I am. Thank you, Chris.
Benny, I can't see you back there. You're camouflaged on the record.
Yes, I'm back here. I'm going to introduce the youngest of the band, my favorite, Lee, on bass, today snapping his fingers and also singing along. What's up, Lee?
What's going on, band? Well, I guess that leaves one left. New member. He's been shaking some shakers, playing some tambourine live. Great guy. I love him. Mr. Jake on auxiliary percussion.
Thanks so much for having us. It's going to be a dream, and we're going to keep this dream going.
Let's keep the dream alive. You guys want to try full body on?
Yeah.
Damn, we should popcorn every time between songs, but a new subject matter. I'm not always tired, but I'm usually peopled out. It won't be long till I move on from this and gracefully bow out. It don't take much to get along. I don't need much to keep me strong. I don't talk much. I'm better off hiding where you can find me at my window every morning. Driving for days and still exploring. The remnants of my 5-year plan are shorter than my attention span. I'm most always bluffing, still my conscience weighs nothing more than a ghost. My love for adventure makes me a flaky friend at best. Profoundly sad to admit I'll never get better than this. 'Cause in the funny way I see, it's better if I leave before I hit my peak on my good luck days. Won't go to bed until I relearn to sleep on my side. And that's the point of driving for days and never knowing. Still stuck in a full body on a moment of calm. I'm standing face to face with the parody of myself, hoping he don't mind me asking, why do you hate me so much? And how did you chip your tooth? And how are you so sure of your purpose? And when did you know what's best for you? And why do you care so much? What are you trying to prove? Won't you wake me from my daydream when you leave for something new? I wanna come to.
Cool. Yeah. What's up, guys? What should we do next?
Should we stick with Well Soon?
Stick with Well Soon
Yeah.
and stray from there?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Does anyone want to regale the session with a fun tale? Worst thing that's happened on tour?
We just rear-ended somebody on the way over here.
There we go. We just
And when I say
rear-ended someone.
we, I mean Walter.
Stressful, you know, we were late coming here.
But they were chill. They let us go.
There's a lot going on. Little tap in the back of their car, and the guy comes out and he's like, "Oh man, it's a company car." And I was like, "We're in a rental." and then he was just like, they like consulted each other, and they're like, "We'll be right back." And they like all went in the car, and then they like were like talking, and I was just standing there like trying to look like a nice guy, so they'd feel bad for me. And then they came out and they're like, "All right, you're good, bro, you're good." And then he like gave me a hug, and I was like, "Karma's gonna come back to you, man."
And if they're listening right now, thank you.
guys. Thank you guys. In their company car, we appreciate it.
Shout out Syracuse.
Why Syracuse? They have a
He
sticker.
was wearing a Syracuse
Oh.
sweater.
Heat of
I'm
the
just
moment, I
like- I
didn't-
was like, bro, I'll root for this team
I
now.
didn't see colors. You guys want to do fine things?
Do fun
Sure.
things.
I feel like that's good in this setting. You guys singing along back there?
Trying it every now and then.
I think so.
I think so. Far out of our element, begging faulty wise men to make sense of it. My elders say it's sad we fed you, but now the planet's in your hand. Not so sure the plan while I'm sitting thinking barred out in the bonus room, completely unconcerned with global destitute. Is this the proper man for your heirlooms? Are the answers coming mass? Depending who you ask, that's exactly why I don't. Last night I drunk texted my brother to tell him that we're both fucked, but I love him. Still he relates to my empty feeling inside. Wrote my ex-lover, forgive her for finding faith in another. Still she elates my health, that knows all is fine. I'm just afraid of the bank and all this progress I don't understand. Oh, if I know all that's precious to me, then the rest is just cake. I'm not opposed to living in my van. Yeah, I just got to clarify that lyric is to tell them that we're both fun, but I love them. Because my brother and I are both fun guys, and I love them.
Both your brothers are fun.
Yeah, both my brothers are fun. Two very different dudes. Benny, your brother's fun too. Benny's brother bought us breakfast this morning.
And that's why he's fun.
Your nephew's pretty fun too. It's a wild kid.
Yeah, he is.
Did you get to meet the spider,
Billy?
Billy?
No.
Wait, what's the spider?
His brother's got a
He's
pet
got
spider.
Tarantula.
That's
Oh,
scary.
Really? I missed that.
Tarantula named Billy,
Have you
cat
met
named
him?
John.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's scary. He had the snake too. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Bruce.
Bruce. Bruce Snake.
Wait, a snake named
Bruce
Bruce?
is
Yeah.
That's so
And your
funny.
cat's name's Wayne.
Yeah. That would have been
They
cool if
should've
we
been
got that snake and
friends.
that cat together, but that would have been scary too, for me.
I'll get a dog named Batman.
Who knows?
Not a TV guy.
Walks?
That's true.
Oh yeah, we have. I could do walks in my own key now, huh? Sick. Lee, how you doing over there, brother?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right, the song's called "Walks on Alberta." White lines to hide me at home. Well, I'm sad in the morning, so I can be a hermit, you know. A reply when the weather gets warmer. There's two, it's everything's fine. Eating 4 bowls of kale, sipping a wine. She agrees, apathy comes with the times. Rest assured that nothing matters. It's always a struggle. You learn to grin and bear it. I wonder if we could memorize our thoughts, put them into songs, would they ever really change much? My old fears showed up and left. I've basically conformed and lost my edge. I imagine this will always be complicated. My wanderlust may never be satiated. I will try to find some kind of piece in it up. That's my police on walks on Alberta. I won't tell you when I'm falling down to head home, 'cause our talks on Alberta are the reason I'm not spiritually suffocating. I'll fake smiling, better things will come if we never stop trying. That's what they told me, but I don't really buy it. I'll play dumb and you can play it cool. Nice. You guys want to try that new one that we've literally never played before until 2 seconds ago?
Yes, we
I
got
like that one.
this.
You like that one, Lee?
I like that one.
We
Time
have
to know it.
Chris and I made an album that we're gonna call Mitty His Makeshift Orchestra, 'cause it sounds like that. At his apartment in Denver, a few months ago, and everyone thinks I'm a little whack for this, but I'm kind of tired of like the typical internet release. Feeling a little disenchanted with just like going through the motions of like 3 singles and like try to get someone to write about your band and all that stuff. I'm kind of just like, I don't care about it anymore, or at least not for this album. So I wanted to do something different and something that excited me. And there's this author, Forrest Fenn, who like buried his own treasure when he had cancer, and it was like worth $1 million. It's a lot crazier than ours, but I always thought that was really sick. To like the world's really pretty predictable, and you can like find out secrets really easily now, and there's not a lot of like kind of old-timey lore like that to access art and things. And so I wanted to like put a little treasure back into the world for at least one person. So anyways, I dubbed this new Walter Mitty album. It's the first Walter Mitty album in 10 years to a cassette, and I buried it with a $100 bill in in a tin box in a cave in the desert somewhere in the American Southwest. And the album will be released. I think I'm going to put out one song, probably this song, just so that there's awareness that this is actually real and I'm not just making stuff up. But the album will be released whenever someone digs up that album. So it could be like 10 days, or it could be 10 years, or it could be never. And personally, I think it would be the coolest if no one ever found it and it just remained buried in the desert. But this is the one song off the album that people are allowed to hear, because I did put the demo on my Patreon, so I think we're allowed to play it on the radio. It's called OMFG. And we've literally never played this before. We like tried it 2 seconds ago before we started rolling, but we'll see how it goes. Good
Guys.
Oh, my freaking God, I can't believe she died. She hung herself in the living room of her ex-husband's bride. And all our pretty tears fall like acid rain. They're drying up the Amazon and giving it your name. In some salty corner of the night I play guitar, and I won't come home even if there's a light on. My friends up on the pink cloud think I'm asking for insane. Was it true love on the interstate, or just codependent games? In Appalachian twang she whispers Satan on the phone. A ska band in the alleyway off Desolation Road. At some salty corner of the night I play guitar, and I won't come home even if there's a light on. And I don't recall crawling back into our bed to hold the ghost to your head past your bedtime. It is past your bedtime. It is past your bedtime. It makes a lot of sense. Pat needed a hug. Now he's got a LinkedIn and he's fully off the drugs. Don't ask him about the streets, cultunderground.com. Don't tell him you relate to anything. He just sold his last guitar, and I'm on my own. For now, maybe for long. And I don't wanna know if she leaves a light on. If she leaves a light on. If she leaves a light on.
Chill. How'd that go, everybody?
Sounded good.
I had a good time.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Mike, what do you think? We should do one more?
Yeah.
I don't really know
Well,
how long it's been.
anti-Earth?
Okay, sick. Well, thank you guys for having us. Everyone here is so cool. It's good to be back. And it's been a really fun tour. Thank you guys. Some of the sickest shows of my life.
You're welcome.
What was your favorite show?
I think New York.
I really messed up that show, so I can't say that was my favorite show, but the crowd was the best, probably. What was your favorite, Jake?
I had a lot of fun last night in Boston.
Boston, hometown show for you.
Yeah, a lot of fun in Chicago.
Sorry for being
Chicago
such a
was fun.
dad when I introduced you last night.
It's okay. I don't even remember it.
Okay, good.
It was probably pretty cool though.
It wasn't. Chris, favorite gig?
I'm struggling to pick a favorite. Philly was great. Let's go with Philly. Philly was great.
sick. Chicago, the first one was kind of special,
Mm-hmm.
just because
Also,
it was
Durham was really fun.
Durham was really fun. Now we got to throw out Nashville because I feel bad. Lee, favorite?
I think I'm just gonna predict that tonight is gonna be the
Tonight,
best day.
Stafford Springs, Connecticut.
Love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's what I
You're very
foresee.
diplomatic. We named every show between all of us. All right, thanks for having us. This song's called Anti-Earth. Shout out Zac Efron. And shout out Steve Dildarian. Shout out Kyle Hart. Shout out Milk Flood. Shout out Making New Enemies.
This is our best show.
This was our best show.
as I pour young lungs to flame. I'll admit I've gotten older, mellowed out, chatting on those I used to hate. The feeling that we're lost will always fade. I expect no explanations, can't express our tired patience to satiate alone. Therein lies a truth we can sip when we want. Disciples of the flow, we can float anywhere. If ever there's a drought, I've listed the puddles, proving to better coast the divine out from within. Remember there's more road, places to go, patterns to contemplate, more people to fornicate. And remember there's a lot of good omens supplying the proof that our life is the best joke ever told. Remember it's a joke, leave it alone, let go and try to be always a pattern. Remember if there's one good reason for dying, the sweet silver lining, for you she lives on. Therein lies a coast we can see through the fire, and islands in our thoughts can be heaven on earth. I swear to God if I haven't wandered all over, then I haven't done something that's worth telling it all. After the hell that you've been through, what could I even say? Our anti-earth will take us in. She awaits our battered shells. I try to lay as close as I can to you. But while we're breathing, I should tell you from the depths of the void I will love you for your growing crow's feet, and fully adore the contradictions that we learn. Is all I can give. Ba, 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 da, ba, da. Ba, ba, da, ba, da. Ba, da, ba, ba, ba.
Thank you, WHUS. We've been Walter Mitty His Makeshift Orchestra. Have a great time in your life. Good luck with everything. Peace.
I like him.